It's been a while. Lots changed. Lots not really been going on. We're getting this RV cleaned up to go racing. We ain't raced since Memorial Day weekend. In the meantime, this little guy, how old are you? How old are you? You say 2? We celebrated his 2nd birthday this past weekend. But yeah, we've been doing some other kinds of racing as well. Check out this thing. Holy crap. Like, that's my hand. I don't want to get too close. That thing looks mean. I mean, some business. All right, watch out. We're going to kill him. We're going to kill him. What are you cleaning? Tires? Yeah, good job. Well, because we ain't been racing full scale, we've been doing some RC racing. So if y'all remember some historic videos, we did a dirt oval in here, but now we've gone to an off-road track. We've been running the little micros and mini RC cars out here. This is actually the 2nd layout I've put in. We kind of widen the lanes for the little Losi Mini Bees to be able to better run and pass and have a little more room. But I always got to leave somewhere to put his little dirt box. Let's see what we got going on. We got a very muddy modified. We got monster trucks. We've got an old gasser dragster. This is actually from my childhood. This little funny car. Yeah, this is kind of what we've been doing. We've been racing at B&T. Had some success. Oh yeah, the bird's nest. That's what he's saying. T-T. Thank you. Get the other one off. No, you're doing both, but you're not twisting both. Oh, well, you're tightening the other one. There you go. Good job. All right, the last one. Good job. You gonna put that on? Got it?
Dada.
Yeah, Dada help. Now you gotta tighten them a little bit. There you go. Tighten the other ones. Yeah, you see what Daddy does? Okay, tighten it. Yep. He's silly. So instead of racing the big car, we've been busy doing the RC car stuff. Just found it a lot easier to do this with him, and he enjoys it because he can actually better partake. But we've got the lineup, right? We've got a 2-wheel drive buggy, 4-wheel drive buggy, the Nitro Serpent. I got rid of the Techno. Got a Mini B, we got a Micro B, we got a Micro T. So we did all right with these in a big race we had at the local track. Ended up winning Nitro buggy, getting 4th in modified 2-wheel drive buggy with this old Serpent here. Okay. Now I've never driven a 10 scale 4-wheel drive buggy, but this is a very fun class. Just got to get the electronics figured out. We were hitting thermal limits. Crash. We got to change pinion size probably or something, but yeah, just kept hitting thermal limits and cutting off. We'll get it figured out. But this Nitro buggy I've got tuned in. We've got Rhett's 2-wheel drive short course. This is what he likes driving around. And I just did a full rebuild on this SCTE, this Losi 2.0. It's for sale. I bought it with the intent of rebuilding it and just selling it. So if you're seeing this video and you want this truck completely ready to run, a bunch of parts and spares and wheels and tires with this Spectrum DX2E. Comment down below. I'll do it for $300. Just add in your battery and go racing. But since Memorial Day, I've tried to race a couple of times, but weather canceled it. And then the other times that we could have raced, we had other family obligations. So it's been a tough year racing full scale. Other part of that is just me not really wanting to do it, just with the amount of work and maintenance the following week that I have to do to reservice the car to get it ready for the next time. Another reason why we ain't been racing a whole lot is because I'm leading Deep South's IMCA modified points, and in return I'm also leading Alabama IMCA state points. So not really been wanting to race anywhere else but Deep South to maintain that, because this might be my last year racing full scale. I found it to be pretty hard to do this with him. It's just, man, it's kind of wearing on me between the business, going to school, working, being a dad, being a husband. Like, we've got a lot going on. Not a whole lot of free time, and not a whole lot of like free time where I'm alone and I'm not watching Rhett, because like I can't be out here doing valve flash while he's over here going crazy with things and getting in tools. And I mean, just last week he figured out how to jack up the car, and he brought me that right rear jack stand. So he lifted the car off the ground and came and handed me the jack stand. So I wasn't exactly watching him, right? I was doing something, whatever I was doing. I think I was doing some carbon fiber prep stuff, and he went into that build room with the jack stand and was like, "Here you go." I'm like, oh crap. So that was kind of scary, but I don't know, like part of me I just can't get out of racing, but it's getting to the point where it's not even fun. If that makes sense. Some of y'all might know who have raced before, like it's a grind. And when you're juggling, most of the guys I race with are just working full time and racing. Like, they're not going to school, they're not running a business. They're probably not watching their kids as much as I'm watching mine. So it's a toll for sure. And that's why I found the RC racing just a little bit easier. I mean, I can wrench on these cars in the house while we're watching NASCAR on Sundays, or I can take him to the track and he can run around and he's fine, and not worrying about him getting ran over by a race car and things like that. I mean, I get the same adrenaline rush if I'm racing an RC car than I do in a seat. So I don't know. We'll see where things go. I mean, financially, it's hard to do this as well. But I always just find my way working harder to get money for whatever I need, right? Whether through carbon fiber or doing something, flipping RC cars, whatever. But he's absolutely ate up with anything, whether it's the race car, the RC cars. You're all about it, huh? Yeah. Tires. Yeah, we just cleaned them, huh? Look how sweaty you are. It's hot. So, yeah, we use Simple Green on these ones. Do we use it on those? Rhett, do we use Simple Green on the race car tires? No. Yeah. We only use it on these ones. Well, I got my buddy Aaron coming down from Illinois. He's bringing his wife and his kid this weekend. We're going to do a little staycation out on 30A. But that's why we're trying to race Northwest Florida Speedway this Saturday, August 2nd. But the weather's not cooperating. So it's kind of like the story of my season this year. But hopefully we'll get it in. We're gonna check over everything on this trailer. We just did hubs, tires, and wheels all the way around it. Make sure everything looks good. We're gonna service the RV because it's been sitting. We really ain't been using it too much. We're possibly going to sell it at the end of this year. Just kind of downgrade a little bit. But yeah, if you're interested, I know I got a couple guys local interested in it, but the Poe Mantota is potentially going to be going. But the car's back together. I mean, we wadded up the nose, I straightened it out. a little bit. Just got to do valve lash. I got some spark plugs coming for it. I did get a new rotating assembly, whole new block. This was supposed to be an 87 high output motor, but this is a late 86 when they introduced the 87 blocks, because we've got completely flat top pistons. And it had the E6 heads on it. But I did go pick me up a set of GT40s. I got these for 200 bucks. They're Virgin-esque. Someone's tried to molest them. It looks like they tried to port them while it was inside the car, I guess. But we're gonna get these cleaned up. We're going to get them surfaced. And then I'm going to probably fly cut these pistons, just because I really don't care about them. I mean, I've got another motor sitting down there if this thing disintegrates. But these are the forged flat tops. So they're still forged, but they're flat tops, no valve release. So we're gonna chop up them valves. We're gonna fly cut these pistons and just rebuild this one, see how it goes.
Help.
Help? Help with what? See, this is a prime example of what we got going on. Trying to get stuff done. But yeah, we'll be getting another Ford motor together, potentially, for a spare. Bring me over here for the bicycle pump. Another thing we got going on is we've been doing some CNCing, doing some RC car parts. Here's a little test scrap piece. I just did a 20 by 20 cut on some scrap carbon I had. So we're figuring this stuff out with CAD and getting the G-code process set up for this thing. Because really my money in carbon fiber is not coming from full scale stuff. It's from the RC car parts, because they're so small and you're charging like $20 a part. And those little small parts are made from scraps that I've made wheel covers out of. So that is what's helping afford the RC stuff and the full scale stuff. But that's about it, what's going on. I just figured I'd make a little update video before we do a race day vlog out of nowhere. In summary, I've just been slammed either with family obligations, the weather, and kind of me just not wanting to. But I feel like this could be a good break. We'll be back at it heavy for the remainder of the season, because it could be my last. So, I don't know, we'll see. But in the meantime, y'all have a good week. I will see you Saturday at Northwest Florida Speedway.